Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. This is Motorsport Progression, and I'm back again with another video. So I just want to talk about the 2025 Miami Grand Prix and what happened in qualifying session. So let's get into it straight away. In Q1, you had the drivers that were eliminated was Oliver Behrman, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, and Nico Hulkenberg. So these were the five drivers that were eliminated, and the two Aston Martins, they've been struggling all season, and Lance Stroll has been eliminated quite a couple of times, in Q1. So he would have been very disappointed with that result, and Alonso as well would have been disappointed. Hulkenberg, he nearly got into Q2, but he missed it by just 200ths of a second, so that was a big downshift for him there. And Pierre Gasly as well, he would have liked to have a quicker car because his teammate did. He would have liked to have a better performance because his teammate did make it into Q2, and Oliver Behrman as well in the house. His teammate did make it into Q2, but sometimes it's just where you start your lap, and what time you start your lap because of track evolution and things like that, and just avoiding mistakes on your qualifying lap. And sometimes you just have to be quick. But to be honest, Oliver Behrman has had some good performances lately. He's made it into QQ, even Q3 a couple of times. He started in the top 10. I think in China, yeah, one of them races there, he started in the top 10. So Oliver Behrman, has been having some good performances, so he shouldn't, worry too much about that one. And then moving on to Q2, you had Liam Lawson in 15th. Then you had Jack Doohan in 14th. Then you had Gabriel Bortoleto in 13th. Then you had Lewis Hamilton in 12th. And you had Isaac Hadjar in 11th. So that was the five drivers eliminated in Q2. And Lawson as well, he's still getting used to the new what's the name again, the new racing balls. And his teammate Jack Isaac Hadjar was in 11th and he was in 15th. They both didn't make it, but they had a new light. They had a light, the good, very beautiful livery in the Miami Grand Prix, the racing balls team. So shout out to them. And one person that would have been disappointed as well would have been Lewis Hamilton for not making it into Q3, but he missed it by 3 thousandths of a second, so 300ths of a second, so that was quite disappointing for him. And I'm sure he pushed his heart out, but it's just it didn't happen for him. But as I can see from this chart, I can see that Charles Leclerc, his teammate, made it into Q3, so he would have been confident that he could make it as well. And then you had Gabriel Bortoleto, and then Jack Doohan as well. Gabriel Bortoleto, yeah, he would have been happy to make it just even into Q2, because the car is really struggling, and they don't have too much pace, so he would have been happy to make it into Q2 as well. And then moving on, so you would have had the pole position shootout now. So the pole position shootout was okay, from what I can remember, it was I think Kimi Antonelli put it on pole, and then it was, what's his name again? Then yeah, I think George Russell as well, put it on pole. Then I think Max made the pole position, and then there was the two McLarens who couldn't beat the time, So Max has had 3 pole positions this season: one in Japan, one in Saudi Arabia, and one in Miami. But 2 of them he couldn't convert it to the win. So he will be looking to correct that little error that he's making, like that little performance that he's missing, to win the races from pole position. And the one in Japan, he won it cleanly, he won it. But in Saudi Arabia, he made a mistake in the first corner, which allowed Oscar Piastri to win the race. And the Miami Grand Prix on Sunday as well, there was a little incident, but that's for another video. So yeah, Max is converted only one pole position this season, and yeah, he put it on pole position, and that lap was so brilliant, and Lando Norris was in second, and then it was Kimi Antonelli who was in third, and brilliant from Kimi Antonelli there, a young driver, finding his way in Formula One. But that lap was so brilliant, for Max Verstappen. It just shows you how much levels he is, compared to because McLaren clearly have the quickest car, but sometimes when it comes to pound for pound, Max shows them that I'm that guy at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Max put it on pole position for the Sunday race, and I'm just gonna talk about that race soon. So let me just give you the top 10 for qualifying. So you had Max Verstappen in first position, you had Lando Norris in second position, you had Kimi Antonelli in third position, Oscar Piastri in fourth position, George Russell in fifth position, Carlos Sainz in sixth position, Alexander Albon in seventh position, Charles Leclerc in eighth position, Esteban Ocon in ninth position, and then Yuki Tsunoda in 10th position. So yeah, peeps, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I just want to say to everyone, thank you for supporting the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, then hit the notification bell. Then you can like the video, it helps with the algorithm. Then you can drop your comments below. If you got any questions to ask me about Formula One, feel free to ask me. Then you can share the video on your various social media platforms. You can always click on another video because there's more content on the channel that you can check out. And you can always come back on the channel as well to check out more content. So yeah.